We've installed 2 Worcester air-to-air heat pumps to heat our lounge and our study. We installed them about a year ago. They heat the rooms quite adequately. We've looked at the coefficient of performance, the kind of efficiency we get from them. We're very pleased with that. We obviously expected them to be able to heat the rooms. We chatted to the supplier about their suitability for these, for the purposes we want to use in the study. The size of a fairly small room. Yes, it works fine. It self-regulates itself so it doesn't sort of overheat the room. In the lounge, a slightly more wider room, larger room, it manages fine. It heats the room quite adequately. We've not done a quantitative analysis, but we have noticed that our electricity bill that we received around Christmas time, and it's been quite a tough winter, of course, in terms of the cold temperatures, we've had them on quite a lot. We use them primarily, it's our primary source of heating downstairs now, and we haven't really noticed a big increase in electricity costs. It hasn't happened. One thing we have noticed, though, of course, is that we've used significantly less oil this winter than we would have done on a previous winter. As an engineer, I've been obviously interested, I work in the energy industry, so I'm interested in ways of reducing our carbon footprint whilst not sort of upsetting our lifestyle. Air-to-air heat pumps sort of met the bill. They do provide a dramatic reduction in carbon footprint, and at the same time provide a good and controllable source of heat when you want it. We went with the Worcester brand because we were able to see the product at the supplier's showroom. It certainly appeared to have the kinds of quality, the kinds of features that were what we were looking for, would be suitable in this application in our house. I've always trusted the Bosch name, and that was a useful adjunct. We've got other Bosch white goods which have sort of done the business, so we went with that again. During last summer, we didn't have many particularly hot days, so we didn't use the air conditioning side of it, I think scarcely at all. We did use the dehumidifier facility in it to just take the edge off the slightly sort of warm, muggy air that you sometimes get of a summer's day. I think if people are interested in trying to reduce carbon footprint or wanted a heater to sort of just boost the warmth in a particular room, these products are very suitable. We have already ordered a 3rd unit to be installed in our main upstairs bedroom. The idea being there to provide us with a degree of independence against the need for oil heating. It won't heat the whole of the house, but if, for example, our oil boilers break down or we ran out of oil, it provides us that kind of degree of independence. We've still got heating everywhere that we would primarily need it. It does what it says on the tin. It provides heat, it provides it efficiently. Certainly it produces a lot more heat out than the electrical energy that's being put into it. That's quite clear. I am pleased with the system. I have no regrets about installing it. It is our primary source of heating now in our lounge and in our study, really for the whole of the downstairs of the house. Over this rather cold winter we've just been through, we have used our oil-fired central heating on the ground floor very, very little. Only on the coldest days, when we had temperatures outside of -9, then yes, we did use our oil boiler to warm the downstairs. But on days when we've just got a mere -5, the air-to-air heat pumps have done the job perfectly well. Given the kind of lifestyle we have, given the kind of house we have, air-to-air heat pumps was clearly the right answer.
When this air-to-air was demonstrated, I felt immediately that Frank would benefit from it, and he has.
Breathe better, less pain to my chest. I only take 50% of the medication I had before to control emphysema, and I have a bit more energy to be able to go in the garden.
That's right.
Which I didn't have before.
Yep.
I'm saying, took me most of my energy just to breathe. If, when we take the filter out, I can see what's accumulated on the filter, I do know that that would have gone into my lungs. The third fact is it takes air from outside, filters it, and then disposes of it outside, including the moisture. It's obvious I'm not putting moisture into my lungs, I'm not putting dust into my lungs. That's lateral thinking, really, isn't it?
But the maintenance is very, very easy. I mean, just, you know, taking the filters out every 2 weeks. Obviously, I have to do it every 2 weeks because of my 2 dogs that we have. But no problem. Take them out,
I think the
hoover them
comparison,
and put them back again.
I think the comparison for us is our friend. Although she's 97, something like that.
She feels
She got gas for central heating in her house. She comes up here every Sunday. She walks in the door and says straight away,
"Oh, it's lovely and warm in here," she says.
because it's all around it heats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is it, basically. I'm going to say the even air and the clean air, non-dust-free air,
That's right.
and no moisture air is, you know, logically benefit to my chest and so my breathing, my general health. The heat is constant, it's equal.
That's right.
And I can switch on and off. It's on and offable. You need an installer that
Definitely.
understands it. It really understands it. Whereas it's basic, where it brings the air in from the outside, cleans it, and then takes out the dirt and the moisture. That's the basic principles of it. Technically, putting it together, you really need somebody that knows what they're doing. And to make a neat job like that, you know, because it has a neat job, isn't it?
It is.
It's done everything we wanted plus a bit. You know, it is a. We didn't expect the health benefits so much,
No.
as it has been very pronounced. You know.
Definitely.
This is a new conservatory, and we gave a lot of thought to how we would. Did we need heating? I've been intrigued with air-to-air heat pumps for a long while. My background is science, and it's always felt to me a very efficient way of doing things. We want a system that we only really use at the end of the day rather than during the day. It's got the advantage of the air, you know, cooling down as well as heating, and so that's why we went ahead with it. Straightforward use of it is very simple. It does have quite a lot of methods where you can actually customise what you're actually doing. We haven't made a lot of use of those in the period. We probably will during the summer. I didn't want a system that was, you know, huge. I didn't want huge radiators around the wall. No, it fits nice. It's at a comfortable height. Yeah, I think it's quite a smart unit. The installation, because of my availability, I don't think we were away in the morning. They started in the afternoon of the previous day and did the mechanical work, and the next morning they came and did the electrical work of connecting it up and making it work.